Good morning. We over here in Newport, Arkansas, and Shearer's company. It's a nice place to pick up. Nice weather. They got a park here next to it. Uh, you could do your 10 hours. So I'm taking this load to Cincinnati. Cincinnati. Uh, I'm doing my 10 hours right now. Just relaxing. Enjoying this beautiful day. Went to walk with my dog. She's so tired right now. Yeah, but yeah, like I said, guys, if you got questions about coming to JB Hunt as a independent contractor, just send me a message. Uh, my email is greenstarlogisticllc@gmail.com. I don't give out my number, for personal reasons. Until I know the person, there's a lot of scammers out there, a lot of people that they are to no good, so that's why I don't give my number. But yeah, we just here enjoying the weather. Uh, keep making this money. I'll be honest. You find good lows. Sometimes you gotta get a heavy low. This week I did two lows. Kind of heavy. Well, heavy, not kind of heavy, but in the 40,000 pounds. And I don't like doing it. This one right here is only let me check. I think it's 12,000. Let me see. Current low. Yeah, this one is 13,000. Let me see. 13,252. 525 miles. This one was paying like 270 or 280, something like that. Definitely a good low. Uh, you know, uh, like I say, that's JB Hunt got to take the cut. So you do the math. I'll be making a little around $2 a mile. Uh, with the way the market is, I mean, anything over $2 is a blessing for me. I know you got guys out there that make $7, $8 a mile. Good luck for them, man. I wish I could do that. I'll be home every week. I mean, I do my 34 almost every week in my house. Thank God I live in a good area in the Midwest, and I got a lot of freight going there and going out of there. So, but I honestly like to be in the South. I love Alabama, Louisiana, Mississippi, Arkansas, Oklahoma. Uh, that's one of the reasons. I'll be honest. I'm fine at JB Hunt, but to go to the west, southwest, it's a problem with JB Hunt. You might get a low going over there, and they don't pay that much. They want to pay you on the $2, and I would never do that. And then to get out of California or Arizona, Nevada, the area, you you're gonna be stuck. You're gonna do a lot of head miles. Why I say that? Because I talked to my business coordinator. That's what they call here, JB Hunt, the person that we talk to, independent contractors, I don't know, operators. So that's the reason why I honestly sometimes Mercer keep calling me Landstar, I know they're great companies. My problem with both companies is I know they probably got better freight, and I get it. Believe me, sometimes I feel like going that way. But man, my problem is they still take 35% land start, and you got to pay the trailer. The same thing with and I got a lot of friends in Landstar, and they make good money. But honestly, it's not that much more than me or less than me. Sometimes I do better than them. Sometimes they do better than me. And I know a lot of people are gonna say otherwise, but I mean, at least to the people I talk to. And one of the problems they have, Landstar, sometimes it's hard for them to find uh, trailers. That's what I was told. Like I said, I don't work for Landstar. I'm not talking bad about Landstar. I know it's the biggest owner operator company in the United States. They got a lot of good freight. I get that, and like I said, the recruiter called me. They sent me emails, and they even uh, let me see if I could show you guys. Oh shit, where's my email? They even sent me a demo of the low board. Uh, uh, well, let me do it over here on my other phone. Yeah, they even sent me demos from their low board, and you know, I mean, it's a great company. I'm not gonna say they're not. Uh, they might be better than JB Hunt. Uh, you know, they probably are better than JB Hunt. But for my situation, uh, JB Hunt worked for me at the moment. Uh, so that's the reason why I'm at JB Hunt. Like I say, you know, different people, different things work for them. For the area that I live, I got a lot of good freight with JB Hunt. Uh, I know two guys that work at Mercer. What I like about Mercer, man, it is in Landstar. They got a lot of east, I mean southeast, southwest, you know, northwest United States. And like when the weather get great, I love to go to those areas. Uh, I grew up in a city, but I love the country, man. I love to go, to places like this. No traffic, relax. You lay back, and you make decent money. So I'm not saying I will never go to any of those companies. Uh, Everything is possible. At the moment, I'm okay where I'm at. Things are working for me. I wasn't able to get that email. I guess I deleted it. And Yahoo Mail, after uh, a while, they I guess you can't see it unless it was sent to my business email. Probably was. Uh, Landstar. Yeah, right here, guys. You know, Landstar live low board demo. Uh, I'm not saying I'm special or anything, but the recruiter, they keep sending me stuff like that, and you know, it probably be a great move for me. Who knows? But right now, man, uh, JB Hunt keep me busy. I mean, honestly, JB Hunt got freight everywhere. Yeah, the bad thing about JB Hunt, it is, I admit it. You competing with company drivers. We all know that. We all know JB Hunt keep the best freight for the company drivers. Uh, but still, average, between 5 and 6,000 a week. Uh, like I said, that's my deductions are insurance, the fuel, driver legal. I got pre-pass and high premium low board. Uh, what else? occupational insurance, and you know, so far it's working for me. But yeah, I'm the type of guy that I like to do a low, 1,000 miles, 1,500 miles, and with JB Hunt, it's, you're not getting that. If you get it, they're gonna try to pay you under $2. So I mean, like I said, that in the meantime, I'm happy where I'm at. But things might change. I definitely think the way the stock market it is right now, uh, being with companies like that, they got dedicated freight. I know Landstar does, Mercer does, and obviously JB Hunt. I mean Snyder. I when I started driving, I started with Snyder, and Snyder is a great company. If you start in the business, I went to school for my CDL in New England Tractor Trailer School, in Somers, Connecticut. But guys, if I would have knew, how easy it is for guys to get the license with Snyder, Swiss, Prime, I, I wouldn't go to Prime because you gotta, I think you gotta be in training like 50,000 miles or something like that. And I know people when I was with Snyder, they they took the CDL. They've left Snyder because you got to sign a contract. You got to stay there for a year. If not, they're gonna send you a bill for $2,500. I know a few people. They went there and they sent those people uh, that bill for the training because they didn't stay there for the whole year. But like I said, Snyder is a great startup company. I own an operator. I really don't know. I know they offer me $6,000 bonus to go back, as an own operator over there. But I mean, it's probably like JB Hunt. I'll be honest. Who knows? That $6,000 was kind of tempting. It was kind of attractive, but like I say, I'm already established. I got my thing going here at JB Hunt. You know, I I was a company driver also with JB Hunt. Uh, and then I decided to go my own way. I started an owner operator with F2F, another company. They rely on the spot market. They really don't got a lot of dedicated freight. I know they got a few accounts with Campbell snacks and a few other things, but really for all the drivers they don't got that much freight. And I mean, it's a simple company. They send you everything to your house. um, you do the orientation, uh, online, and you get your trailer. But that's the problem. If you decide to pick your own freight in the spot market, you gotta pay for the trailer and the maintenance. Anything happen to that trailer, you gotta pay for it. And why I gonna do that? When I was there, I was pulling a lot of JB Hunt loads. When I was at F2F, the JB Hunt used to put in the spot market. And I said, man, why I gonna pay somebody already another cut when I could go straight to JB Hunt? And that's what I came here. And so far, it's been great for me. Uh, you know, it's not great, fantastic. I wish they pay more, but you know, it's all around like that. I think every company, what you got guys that make it, and you got guys that don't make it. I know people in Super Eagle, they're making money, and I see the videos about Super Eagle and all the crap, and I you know I don't know. I mean, I also see that there's a lot of some people that go to Super Eagle, they just don't got no business skills, man. They just, I don't know. But I'm not defending Super Eagle, definitely not. I heard a lot of terrible stories about super ego, but I know guys they there and they're making money. So I guess it's where you go, man, and how you uh conduct yourself, and your business mind, and you know how you're willing to work. If you want to go home every week, or twice a week, and you only want to do uh certain lows, that's how much money you're gonna make. you know Whatever limits you put in yourself, that's how much money you make. For myself, I try to, like I say, I always try to start with a strong low. uh I how many lows I got booked so far? Let me see my lows. Today's low, I got that low is Frito Lay to Wisconsin, Wisconsin to Minnesota, Minnesota to Oklahoma. I already got three lows, plus my current low right now that I'm doing, which is right here, this place. That's where I'm at, right there. Oh shit. Anyways, that's where I'm at right here in this place. You know. Uh, so I try to book three lows, in a row. Uh, give myself some time to make sure I'll be able to deliver and pick up, because you got traffic, you got weather, you got the tire could blow up, a lot of things could happen. So I try to you know so I got five lows for this week. I obviously am gonna make four. I already did two lows, if I'm not mistaken, for this week. Yes, I definitely did two lows. uh I did those two lows. uh Family Dollar, that's why I came down here from Illinois, and then I did St. James, Missouri from Ohio, and this will be my third low, and I'm dropping this tomorrow, and then I'm picking another low, and I'm gonna drop on Saturday. So I will make four low this week, and after I drop that one on Saturday, I pick one up and I drop it on Monday, so that will be for the following week. Like I said, I try to stay busy. The one for Oklahoma is for next week, so it'll be in my next week's settlement. I won't be able to make it for this week. But like I say, guys, man, it's like you guys, the way you make it. I see a lot of guys. They send me comments, and asking me about JB Hunt. Like I said, man, it's how you work. It's how you dedicate yourself. Even if you don't got the money for a truck, uh, you know, if you get an SFI truck, try to get a used SFI truck, because that's just a stepping stone. Don't get a brand new truck and pay $1,500 a week, when already a $900 payment is a lot of money. You know, I mean, but if you got $5,000, you can put a down payment, buy a used truck. I recommend you to do that. It's a lot of places they got around. They give you a used truck, and uh, it's a lot of options out there, man. And but for some people, being a company driver, it works. I mean, it's all depends on you. What you up to, what you about, and what's your dedication. At the beginning, when you start being owner operator, you know, you're gonna be lost. You need a network of good people who could, give you advice. You know, I when I started with JB Hunt as an owner operator, I called this guy Cedric. He got a YouTube channel. He do a lot of lowboard videos for JB Hunt, and I put him as a referral. Why? Because he do content that help me out to make my decision to move from F to F to JB Hunt. And I said, man, it's free money. It don't cost me nothing to put that referral, so he could get the money. He's already doing, helping people the way I see it, uh, putting videos, and like me, I put videos out here. Sometimes, I try to put information I was looking when I was coming to JB Hunt or when I was starting to be an owner operator, um, that I really didn't find because, you got a lot of people, man, and I respect the hustle. They just want to get referrals, and they don't say they're good and bad about a company. And I don't think you just got to be real, man. Sometimes I'm not happy with JB Hunt. Sometimes I see some of the race in the board. I'll be like, man, what the hell is this? But so far it's working for me. The day I I feel it's not working, I'm not gonna stay. Because I'm out here away from my family to make money. So I'm now here to make another person millionaire, even though we are. They make money every time we make money. So, but for the time being, it makes sense for me. So, like I say, if anybody, yeah, the same thing. I mean, if somebody uh want to use me as a referral, I'm not gonna say no. I mean, you know, uh, you could do that. That's if that happens, it's a blessing. If not, well, it wasn't meant to be. That's not the main reason why I do these videos. But if I get blessed, I get blessed. I bless somebody when I came because that's free money the company's giving. Why not give it to somebody? Or now you don't have to be me. It could be somebody you could know that work for JB Hunt. Let them get that free money, man. Use people, man. When you go to a company, you see anybody's video, anybody that you think help you, that you like the content, put that person, man. And bless that person, man. That's not coming out of your pocket. That's not, uh, like I said, that's not doing you any harm. It actually, you let that person know, hey, I put you as a referral. Boom. That person gonna be grateful, man, because you put in money in the table, you helping them out. Uh, any money we make out here, man, is a blessing. And like I say, I got guys. They ask me, I try to, respond. Sometimes, I sleep in the daytime. I'm driving at night. Uh, so I don't be in the phone like that much. But whenever I got time, like now, I catch up and then I respond to people. So, anyways, I'm gonna cut this video short. I know it's already long, 23 minutes. Another day, man. Like the video, man. Subscribe. You know, uh, if you like the content, man. And like I say, I'm learning every day something new. I don't know everything. I learn from other people. I spoke with a guy last week in Illinois, a guy out of Florida, old man, not old man because I mean he's in early 60s. He's a owner operator like me with JB Hunt, and in the search board he was putting the state like Illinois to search for lows. And I told him, man, don't do it like that. Put the city where you at. And he didn't know he could put the city that he was in. Little things, man, that sometimes we don't know, we're ignorant about. They could make a bit different. He said, man, thank you, man, because I be they heading so much mile. I said, yeah, because you put in the whole state. You got to put the city where you at and put 100 miles. If you don't see nothing, put 150 miles. If you think it's good to do 150 miles and top for the pay, uh, they paying for that load, makes sense to you, do it. If not, try to find something to move you to a better area. So, it's situations like that, man. And like I said, a lot of things I learned from Cedric. I mean, he do a great job downloading those videos and, about seeing the race, different city. And, so I already came with that knowledge watching other people video. That's why I was so grateful to, you know, and I'm not saying he needed the money, but, I reached to him. I said, listen, man, uh, what's your referral? He gave it to me. I said, I'm putting you down, and I did. I already had talked to my recruiter. As long as you're not in orientation, you could put anybody before the day of the orientation. You call your recruiter, say, listen, I forgot to put this person. It really, gave me a lot of knowledge. And, like I say, it's for anybody out there, man. Any company that you're going to. Somebody, you watch the videos, bless those peoples, man. You know, uh, if you see their videos that are helpful to you, like I said, man, it's free money. These companies are already making millions. So give that money, bless somebody, uh, to get that money from these companies, man. But anyways, shit, I gotta clean my windshield. So I clean it, man, and these bugs, they crazy, uh, you know. But like I say, people, nice place over here. Got a park. It's nice and cool. It's not that hot today. Nice and sunny. We just here, doing my 10 hours and to get rolling and take this load to Cincinnati, Ohio. So I got people over there. I got friends in Cincinnati. So I normally park by this the train station, close to the station, the train station in Cincinnati, one of the side streets, and I go in a Uber and stay in my friend's house. Do my 10 hours, then come back out. So if I gotta do my 10 hours in Cincinnati, definitely I'm gonna go and see my friends over there, for, and keep it moving because I mean I got loads already booked. I don't got time to really hang out for days. I only could hang out a few hours, go to my truck or sleep in their apartment, and then go back and start moving after my 10 hours are done. But anyways, everybody have a blessed day. Stay strong. Don't let nobody discourage you, man. My motivation is always God. God is a blessing for me. Whatever your religion it is, man, just if somebody uh from God, and you know I respect everybody's religion and whatever they believe. We all got different views and things, and but just have a blessed day, stay positive, and don't let nobody discourage you, man. Anything you want to do in life, everybody have a blessed day, man. Like and subscribe.